The noise is not coming from in here. I want to check that out. Since your episode recap was delayed, enter this room so that way you can reverse the time. Because if you don't, your YouTube channel will be at risk. P.S. Don't forget to close the door. No! Oh my. Oh, thank God it was just a dream. Or a nightmare, I should say, because speaking of that, this week on Dancing with Stars is Halloween Nightmares Night. Oh my goodness, I only fell asleep for about 30 minutes. I gotta do my episode recap right now. Halloween is only 2 days away, and this season on Dancing with Stars, during their Halloween special, it's Halloween Nightmares Night. How's it going, guys? It's Eric Sharkey, aka the Dancing with the Stars Superfan, back with another video. And today on Dancing with the Stars, our remaining 8 couples did some Halloween dances that are inspired by their biggest fears and their darkest nightmares. Also, if you guys like this video, or if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and smash that like button and ring that bell to get notified for more Dancing with the Stars content from my channel. First up is Alona and Alan dancing the tango to Psycho Killers by Miley Cyrus. This dance is based on her nightmare, Psycho Killers. Bruno noticed her frame was better, but he wants her to work on her footwork, and even though Carrie-Anne likes the finesse, she noticed some issues in that dance. I also noticed some issues with her footwork as well, and I also love the way she attacked the dance. But other than that, it was a great dance to kick off Halloween Nightmares Night. For their tango, they receive all 8s from the judges, giving them a 24 out of 30. Next up is Dwight and Daniela dancing contemporary to Ring Around the Rosie by District 78, becoming his nightmare known as the Boogeyman. Carrie-Anne loved the artistry in that dance, and Derek said it was downright creepy in the best possible way, and he got Derek out of his chair cheering. I was really impressed with how they did this routine. I love the intensity and the storytelling in that dance. Out of all the dances they have did so far this season, this was indeed by far his best dance. Most importantly, he made Daniela so proud because they've worked so hard throughout the season. For their contemporary, they received the first 10 of the season from Carrie-Anne and 9s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 28 out of 30. Next up is Danny and Whitney dancing the Argentine tango to Poison by Robin. This dance is based on his nightmare, snakes. Derek said it was fantastic, but his shoulders were a bit off at times. Bruno noticed he missed some heel leads, and Carrie-Anne said it was fantastic. Even though there were some tiny issues in that dance, at the end, it didn't matter because Danny continues to get better each week. He not only conquered his fear of snakes, he conquered the Argentine tango. For their Argentine tango, they receive a 10 from Carrie-Anne and 9s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 28 out of 30. Next up is Jen and Sasha dancing contemporary to Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. This dance is based on her nightmare, vampires. Bruno said the dance was in control, Carrie-Anne said it was amazing, and the moves were raw and tight, and Derek loved the intensity. My favorite part in that dance was Sasha spinning Jen around while she was holding him without Sasha holding her, so that was impressive. Also, the lifts were amazing, the moves were phenomenal, and that contemporary was so intense. Give credit to Allison, who was Sasha's partner last season, for giving Jen some advice on how to play into character with this dance. For the record, one of Allison's shows was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. For their contemporary, they receive a 10 from Carrie-Anne and 9s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 28 out of 30. Next up is Joey and Jenna dancing the Argentine tango to Ramalama Bang Bang by Roisin Murphy. This dance is based on ventriloquist dolls, which is of course his nightmare. Derek loved every single content in that dance, but he noticed one lift was a little bit off. Bruno noticed he built up that momentum, and Carrie-Anne said he took it up a notch. He not only amazed me while I was watching this dance, both of them played into characters so well, and it was 100% better than last week. It was a great idea that Joey and Kelsey and Val and Jenna went to a Halloween hayride event so that way Joey can play into character in that dance. For their Argentine tango, they received 2 10s from Carrie Ann and Bruno and a 9 from Derek, giving them a 29 out of 30. Next up is Steven and Riley dancing contemporary to I Ran So Far Away by Hidden Citizens. This dance is based on his nightmare, which is of course the dark. This dance got Carrie Ann out of her chair, and Derek loved the dramatic rolls in that dance. Steven and Riley did an amazing job with every single move in that routine, such as the lifts, the rolls, and all that stuff. Compared to last week, this was definitely indeed a huge bounce back, and this is by far his best dance. For their contemporary, they receive a 10 from Carrie Ann and 9s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 28 out of 30. This officially marks Riley Arnold's first 10 of her Dance with the Stars career as a Dance with the Stars pro, so great job to Riley. And last up is Chandler and Brandon dancing the Viennese Waltz to Secret by Denmark plus Winter. This dance is based on her nightmare, Creepy Dolls. Bruno said the quality in the movements was exquisite. Even though Carrie Ann liked the dance, she didn't call this dance perfection. Derek loved the texture and the arm movements in that dance, and this dance got Derek out of his chair for a second time. I also liked the dance because it was smooth, clean, and they didn't miss a single step. For their Viennese Waltz, they received a 9 from Carrie Ann and 10s from Derek and Bruno, giving them a 29 out of 30. After 6 seasons as a pro, Brandon finally receives his first 10s of his Dance with the Stars career, and just 1 point shy of getting the first perfect score of the season and his first perfect score of his Dance with the Stars career. Now that we've got to the dances, let's get to the dance-off round. There are 3 matchups. The only ones that didn't compete in the dance-off were Chandler and Brandon because last week they got immunity. Since they got immunity, they received an extra 3 points added to their score. Whoever wins the dance-off will get an extra 3 points added to their score. The first matchup is Dwight and Daniela versus Alona and Alan dancing the Cha-Cha to Ghostbusters by Ray Parker Jr. During the first matchup, Dwight and Daniela received an extra 3 points. Right when they did that dance-off, I knew that Dwight and Daniela were going to win this one. The second matchup is Jen and Sasha versus Steven and Riley dancing the salsa to Jump in the Line by Harry Belafonte. During the second matchup, it was a little bit tough for the judges. Jen and Sasha received an extra 3 points. And the third and final matchup is Danny and Whitney versus Joey and Jenna dancing the jive to Time Warp by Little Neil, Patricia Quinn, and Richard O'Brien. For the third and final matchup, Joey and Jenna received an extra 3 points. Now that we got to all the dances, let's take a look at the leaderboard. A 2-way tie at the top of the leaderboard with 32 points are Chandler and Brandon and Joey and Jenna. A 2-way tie with 31 points are Dwight and Daniela and Jen and Sasha. Danny and Whitney and Steven and Riley tied with 28 points, and Alona and Alan at the bottom with 24 points. Now let's reveal the couples who are safe and who is going home. Dwight and Daniela, Danny and Whitney, Joey and Jenna, and Alona and Alan are safe, while Chandler and Brandon, Jen and Sasha, and Steven and Riley are in jeopardy. We thought that Brandon was going to get screwed again this season. As it turns out, he and Chandler are safe, as well as Steven and Riley, while Jen and Sasha are eliminated. This one surprised me a little bit because I thought Jen had the fan base to carry her all the way to the finale. However, she didn't get enough votes to stick around. For the first time ever since season 1, a Bachelorette will not be in a Dance with the Stars final. Jen came into Dance with the Stars as a very last minute casting decision after her journey as the Bachelorette didn't end how she wanted it to. Overall, I'm really glad that she got this opportunity to be on Dance with the Stars to turn into something positive. Although her journey ended too soon, she had a very decent run. I gotta say the dance-off rounds did change the outcome of the results. Since Election Day is next week, there will be no episode next week. So the next episode will be in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks will be the 500th episode special. We'll expect to see some special guests, and they're going to have the Instant Dance Challenge. We've only got a couple of weeks left until the season 33 finale, and this one is going to be a tough one, so be sure to tune into that. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a safe and happy Halloween. This is Eric Sharkey, aka the Dance with Stars Superfan. Catch you next time.